Well folks, welcome to the latest video where we're going to take a look at this Makita radio. This is the DMR107. Well, just to show how the front comes off, you basically take it here, and there's a couple of screws there I think as well. So I'm assuming that when you take these out, that the front will just come off. I don't know 100%. I've done one of these before, so I don't know. There may be some screws down here, although it does look a bit long, that. Some props up. Yeah! So there you go. There's like an unveiling. You can kind of see the speakers. Most of the electronics is on here. Oh yeah, so as far as I can tell, you got a black lead here, which doesn't want to come off. You got a little clip here, which is coming off, and a little clip here, which is coming off, and we've got a ribbon cable here, which is coming off. And then that leaves you two speaker cables. The speaker cables seem to be... I'm just going to mark these so we know which way around they went before. White. Got one little black cable just here, which is not coming off that easily. I think that's probably the aerial, although it's not a shielded cable or anything like that. So. Now it seems that inside there's also like a power supply unit. So if we take a quick look at this radio, essentially we had a tape pin connector going into there. I think it was that one there, and I'm not sure that came from the power supply. I'm not sure what that did. And we had a connector here which came from the power supply too. These are the speakers, so they're nothing to do with anything. They probably do work. This one here is the FM aerial, which is up the side of the unit. That's not gonna, because this unit doesn't actually turn on, so that's not going to affect that. So if we work out which of these two is the actual power supply, and then try and power it up, and I'm kind of 50-50. I think the radio will probably still be okay. I think it's probably a failure in the power supply unit, but I'm not really sure at the moment. Okay, back here, so you got some speakers here, and this is configured as a box, so this is actually part of the audio response. So up there we seem to have some kind of aux connector. I'm not 100% sure what that was doing. And here we've got the main 18 volts coming in. Here we've got something else coming in from these. Don't really know what these are. And then we've got the other. It's like probably a Makita 12 volt maybe coming in there. So I may just do a bit of research and try and work out. I'm not sure where that's going. Right, so that one there is going to the power supply plug-in on the front panel, which we know is actually broken, but I'm not sure what voltage it takes. Okay, I do have some more information. So this is probably an older 10.8 volt battery. These are 10.8s and 7.2s, which are probably very old. This is used, standard 18 Makita calls it a side battery, and I guess that's true if you think about it. Right up here there's an aux. If I look closely at the jack here, this is actually damaged, and I was poking around inside it, and it looks like the centre pin is pasted all over the negative pin. So we'll sort that out first, because if that's really all it is, then this could be a really simple fix, because that's just shorting out. So if you look at that, you can see that it's really chewed up. So right at the back there, that thing on the left, you can just see there, that's the centre pin, and it's splayed all across the bottom. This earthing tab that you can just see at the front. So let's get that changed out first and see what happens. There you go, so I found one with very similar pin outs. So we'll get that swapped out. Okay, there aren't very many components on this actual PCB. We'll just do a quick diode test on the diode. So in reverse we are getting OC, and in positive we're getting 0.5, so the diode's fine. Pretty sure that's the centre pin there, so in the wrong mode. Right. Yeah, so that's connecting okay. If we look here, this is the connector we've just changed. Right. We plug this back in. This goes to the power board, which is just in there. And then we plug this back in, which appears to be the main power source for both boards. As far as I can see anyway, there might be some coming off of this, but I don't think so, looking at the connections down here. This is your aux, so that's nothing to do with it. That's the aerial, which is not connected, and of course the speakers are not connected either. So if we got the other side, so if we turn this over, and then we've got we had a look on the internet, and it takes 12 volt external thingamay there. And she's coming on, look at that, and then going off again. Not quite sure why. Aha! Got life anyway. So that connector was quite a bit to do with it. How much to do with it, I'm not sure, but so on the screen, which strangely enough I can't see on the camera, there you go. 875 FM, so I think that's working. So bear in mind I haven't got the speakers plugged in or the aerial plugged in at the moment. We'll try that next. Right, so that's one speaker on. That should be enough to demo it. So we do... oh yeah, so that's your aerial. That sounds pretty good. Not 100% sure how you tune this, I've never used one, so it's doing something, folks, it's doing something. Okay, so I've plugged both speakers in. I'm going to turn it on again and then do a scan. Yeah, so I can't play too much of that. I just need to resolve the bit where what Makita calls the side battery, which is the power tool battery, doesn't seem to be running this radio at the moment. So it might have been that that connector was shorting everything out and it was just going not doing it, or it might be something else. Okay, so we switch this on. Now you can hear the radio beeping there, look. That's our 18 volts. Okay, that's our makeshift side battery. So on we go. Scan it. Around the box. Alright folks, that looks to be working. Clean it up now and get it up for sale. Beautiful. Okay, so here's a quick bit of triage. So we've cut the top off the connector, and then if you kind of look down, you see that is the remains of the centre pin there, which was obviously a split centre pin, and you can see how it is connecting with the tongue. So the tongue goes to the outside of the connector when it's inserted, and is usually the ground. So that's your positive short into the ground. But I think also that the other pin, this one here, which is also linked to the ground, is also touching that misshapen centre pin. But anyway, that's the pin that came off it, and it sits just there on there. And inside you have basically the remains of the centre pin shorting both the tongue and the other switch, part of the switch. And that obviously that would stop the radio from working completely, because it would ground the whole system to the positive, which is not a great idea. This connector here, just here, had a destroyed centre pin, and the pin had been pushed back and it was touching the tongue of the socket, which is of course the earth. So that would have stopped the batteries from working at the back, and obviously stopped the radio from switching on. So of course once you clear that, then everything works again. So look out for that, because it's actually a pretty common issue. There you go, another Makita radio. But we got the radio and it worked. So I don't know how that happens, but it worked anyway. I think that's 8. Turn it on. That is an FM at the moment. So the radio does work on AM, but there are not many channels on AM these days, so doesn't really tune into much. It is a bit dirty, and if that's the least I've got to do, then that's a real easy one, that. So sometimes people sell these, and they maybe don't have the battery, so they don't know how to test it, and they don't know you can plug a jack into the front or anything like that, and so they sell them as untested and they get less money for them. So interestingly enough, you can see the inside of the case there. It is supposed to be white, but if you look at the outside of the case, it's like a cream colour. So I think we've got a bit of sunblasting on this thing, which could be cleaned up a little bit. Well, that's now up and fully working. Thanks so much for watching, folks. Bye.